It's Sarah from Sarah Arts a Lot, and this is week 3 of my journal making challenge thing, whatever you want to call it. But this week I only made 2 journals, and one of them is a repeat from the first week, kind of. But and one of them, the other one, I don't even know how it turned out yet because I haven't even tried to flip through it or anything because it involved glue and the glue had to dry. So we'll we'll be seeing that together. So these are the journals that I made. First, I will show. This is the one that's kind of a repeat. And I have to keep this thread tied around it so it doesn't spring open, because, yeah. So this one is just a repeat of the pants book. The only difference is that this time I used watercolor paper. I decided to try this 90-pound watercolor paper because I wanted to see how that holds up compared to the standard 140-pound paper that I use, because this 90-pound stuff is a lot easier to fold and a bit more lightweight and whatnot. And I also make collage fodder, too, for my art, and sometimes that involves watercolor, so it would be really nice to know if this thinner paper that's easier to cut and glue and all that stuff, if it takes watercolor well. It still cants in Excel, so it's not anything super fancy or anything like that. But this journal I am going to be using as my, what I call a magic journal, because that's just the name that makes the most sense to me. Some people call them grimoires or books of shadows, and whatever, just a place to kind of document my spells and other magic things. And this is the one that is a new to me binding. So this is the Perfect binding, which is the first book mentioned in the same book I've been following along with the past couple of weeks, the Making Handmade Books by Alyssa Golden. So I'm sorry, give me a second. Alright, I apologize. I had like a tickle in my throat or something. But anyway, so this is the first glue binding. And like I said, I haven't opened this yet, and I'm kind of scared too, to be honest, can you tell? Because I'm worried that once I open this, all of the pages are just gonna pop out and stuff. But look at that. I mean, at least the front cover, and they're holding in pretty well. Oh, this is cool. Okay, well, I can kind of see it's starting to kind of come apart there. But for a first time, I think this is pretty good. I also think two things might have gone wrong here with the binding, but it seems like it's only popping at the bottom, and overall it's holding in pretty well, which is great. And it also stays closed more or less after opening it. I mean, it's still kind of popping open, but anyway, when I went to well, first of all, I did not use the same glue that the author recommended. The author said you have to use PVA glue, which didn't make much sense to me, because the first step after cutting down your pages is to put glue along the spine. And in my mind, PVA glue is like tacky glue or Elmer's glue or whatever. So I thought Yes Paste made more sense, and that's what I have. So I put Yes Paste on the spine. But it wasn't until the glue dried that I realized that the pages weren't perfectly even along this spot here, even though I kept tapping them on the table and making sure they were all even. I think what went wrong there is that they either shifted while I clipped them, or I had followed the instructions to use both a clip and like something to weigh it down. Maybe they somehow shifted after I like put the weight on it. I think just doing the clip would have been fine. But yeah, so I put the glue on it, on the spine kind of unevenly, unfortunately. Like you can, let me see if I can get this in the camera. Like you can kind of see, maybe, can I get it to focus? But you can kind of tell that there's that like big gap there, because the papers are not even. But other than that, and then for the little like spine cover thing here, I glued that on with tacky glue, which that seems to be holding in pretty well. But anyway, so those were the journals for week 3. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and maybe comment. If you'd like to see, continue following along with my journal making journey, please subscribe and ring the bell so you can get notified the next time I upload. I've been pretty good at uploading on Wednesdays. I may be saying that too early since I haven't actually uploaded this video yet, but I should be able to upload this today. But yeah, also, the book I mentioned, Making Handmade Books, that will be linked in the description, but of course, always check your local library first. And anyway, until next time, hope you have a wonderful day.